Okay, Simon, can you just tell us a little bit about the project and how it came about?
Yeah, sure. We've been doing it three and a half years now. It was the brainchild of Deborah, who was the chair, and her son Dan. And really before was just a patch of tarmac with some metal ramps. Been here for 15 years, served its time, served its purpose. So as I say, three and a half years ago, we started collecting, fundraising with a goal in mind to achieve, and it was a long slog. A long slog.
So tell us a little bit about the challenges that you had to face.
Well, probably a year, 18 months ago, we had the money secured, everything was in place, and then we discovered drains and culverts that ran across the site. So we had to take those into account. There was a private housing estate that got in the, not physically got in the way, but the drains got in the way, so we had to divert those. And it put us back, and because it put us back, we lost 20,000 in funding, which meant we had to recover a further 20,000, working with Teignbridge District Council, the funding agencies, Sport England, just to try and retain the money. And even to the point of finishing this, we were within a week of losing possibly another £50,000.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay, so tell us what sorts of efforts the young people from Ashburton have put into this project.
They were involved from the start. It was very much led by the youth group, the supporters that came to the meetings, met with the designers, came up with their proposals, what it was they were looking for, what their sort of dream was really. They did a lot of the steering, they reviewed the designs. Yeah, and you know, they, as well as bag packing at Sainsbury's and Tesco's and baking cakes and selling them and Christmas markets and all the stuff that they got involved in. Overall, the user group raised sort of 15,000 in our own ways.
So tell us how the young people have taken to the new skate park here today.
Well, I can only go on what you see before you. The success of it. I think it opened over the summer, and one individual I know was up at 3 o'clock in the morning with his rucksack on, waiting to come down here. And since then, I think they've been here ever since.
So this has been a really good community project for parents as well as young people. The whole community have got behind this.
Well, I think so. I mean, I've been very impressed by the way that seems to have happened, and unsolicited. We had the WI decided to adopt the rollers as one of their charities they wanted to support for a whole year, so they gave us the proceeds of their fundraising efforts. At the other end of the scale, the Ashburton Family Services, who run Woodlanders and the playgroups, they've been really enthusiastic, and again the children were involved in penny spirals and all sorts of fundraising wheezes to help it along. So I've been delighted, and the police and the secondary and the primary schools, everybody seems to have recognised it as a good thing. I mean, I won't say all teenagers are saints and everybody's always, 100% enthusiastic, but they can see the real benefits of having a facility like this in the outdoors for young people.
Can you just tell me your name and your role on the committee?
My name's Françoise Elvin, and I'm the Vice Chair, and I have been for 3.5 years since we started raising funds for the skate park.
So tell us a little bit about what this project means to Ashburton.
I think it's given the young people a place to congregate and to do something that's healthy and outdoors in the fresh air, rather than just sort of hanging around on street corners being a bit of a nuisance sometimes. I'm not saying that they are a nuisance, but maybe that's what some people's view is of young people, and I just feel like their needs really need to be catered for, and I'm just ecstatic that they've got somewhere where they can practice, improve their moves, show off to each other. I think it's great for their self-esteem to be improving all the time as well, and to have something that's a space for them where they don't have adults kind of pitching in all the time, I think in the past, young people, they had that. When I was a kid, we had this wild bit of land across the road, and it was known as the jungle. We used to hang out there. It was just a little patch, but for us it was our adventure playground, and I feel really sad that that's been lost. For young people, I think it's vital for their confidence, for social skills, for all sorts of skills, that they're given this kind of opportunity.
Okay, so what motivated you to get involved in this project?
Well, partly it was listening to a lady at a garden design conference several years ago, and she was talking about children, and she said that free-range chickens in the UK have more legal right and access to outdoor space and fresh air than our children do. And when I heard that, I was really, very taken aback, and I just thought it's time to do something about that. There's something wrong if free-range chickens have more right to being outdoors than our children do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. That's a very good answer.
That's amazing.